Yeah, I totally understand, so hope you have a good night, man. Totally understand. Did the light move? I feel like it moved farther. Yeah, there's...
There it is. You're imagining things. Did you? It's Dylan. He's got you. He's too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Yeah, see you later, man. Yeah, this game's, crazy. Can't climb this? I feel like I should be able to climb this. Another path down here or something? Man, I just had to go straight through. What do you think about all the cutscenes? This whole game feels like a cutscene to me. It's unreal. This game is on another level. Alright, keep walking. I can't imagine, like, dealing with this 24/7.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like
Oh,
this
there's...
one. Barren and lonely.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind. Is that true?
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there.
So far.
Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years she felt a ray of hope.
Yeah, everything about this game is beautiful.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
It's the basic plot. So, we are, there's kind of layers to this. So, our character that we're following here, her goal is to try and essentially defeat 7 bosses to get to a lady named Hella. To get to Hella's gate. And we're trying to save our loved one who has... who's holding... Hella is holding behind the gate. So far I've defeated two of the bosses. We have to cross... I don't know if this is the bridge, or which bridge it is. There's like a bridge of knives. But I think there's also like... us. I think we are a character in this story as well. And then there's also all these voices that we're hearing. There's like a narrator, and then there's voices inside her head. Because she has some type of psychosis. So there's a lot going on. Yeah, she's schizophrenic. Or has, yeah, some type of psychosis. I'm not sure if it's schizophrenia. I think it is, though. Pretty sure. What a view, though. Alright, I think I need to go down. This door can't be opened, I don't think. I'm gonna try real quick. I think I need to focus it, maybe. Yeah, that's not happening. Where was that path down? But yeah, the visuals and the audio, the narrative, everything is top notch. This is an indie game, believe it or not. Keep wanting to use E to interact, but it's F. It's throwing me off. Yeah, this is an indie game. This is why you always go for the indie games. Yeah. I love indie games. And this one's sure as hell doesn't look like an indie game. Or play like an indie game. Or sound like most indie games. Yeah, game of the year, exactly.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
What happens? Damn, he doesn't tell me what happens. They made a Viking large-scale war game. That'd be pretty cool. Game of Thrones open world game with Ez is probably gonna be new hype. I haven't even heard of that. That could be pretty fun.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light
Nice
would
family.
stretch out to last forever.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really think it's real? You want to believe it's real.
Doesn't matter if it's real. We have to. Oh my god,
Where
game.
is she going? What is she following? can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same.
Oh my
See the world
god.
through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here,
No.
and all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Oh my god. I had some serious ASMR there. Oh my god.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Yeah, sorry if I'm not keeping up with chat. This is just... Oh, I'm so into this.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
We don't know what the story is yet though, okay. On journey with you, don't worry. Yeah, story, it's the story we gave, yeah. And it's just like there's always something going on. Like there's always voices and there's always something happening. I could get lost in this for a long time. Am I just backtracking right now? Yeah, totally. Alright. Keep going this way. I see another one over here.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Dude. Alright, we're at the tree. There's a sword here. Take it.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillion left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it. It's coming from there. And there. What are they? Look. Where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard.